Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah's peace, blessings, mercy be upon you. Respected brothers and sisters, dear viewers. When a person is getting closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by any good deed, by any good action, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for certain people, preserve them in dunya and in their grave, and definitely they will be preserved, protected in the akhirah. Listen to the story of Sheikh Abbas Batawi rahimahullah, may Allah have mercy on him, that he witnessed, and he said that a body, even after 11 years, didn't changed, neither the kafan, the shroud, got eaten by the worms, or the body of the person got even harmed by the bugs or the ants or the worms of the qabr. How? Sheikh Abbas rahimahullah, he said that it is norm in the cemetery of Jeddah that every time there are certain workers coming to clean the graves. What is cleaning the grave? Cleaning the grave means that there are certain people comes and they reuse the qabr, they reuse the grave after a long time. Just to let you understand, you have a big cemetery. In that cemetery, you start from the beginning, right? You start doing the burial from the first, let's say row. Then you go to the second, third, fourth, fifth. You go all the way. It will take from beginning until the end. It will take maybe 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, depends on how big your land is, this graveyard is. Now, after 15 years, for example, now there is no place. What to do? Since there is no any other place, and this is the only cemetery they have, two options. Either they keep it as it is, they will not reuse it, and they will go to somewhere else, or they will reuse the same land again or the graves again because it is a limited place. So, after filling the whole graveyard, cemetery with the qabr, with the graves, what will happen? They will go back after 15 years to the same first row, the qabr, the graves next to each other, the first row. They will clean it, means they will dig a hole, and if they find bone, or they will find whatever the leftover of the body that was buried 15 years ago, then they will keep it and they will not touch it, and they will just bury it, and they will make a small grave or hole for the next body, and they will do this again and again. So this is for you just to understand. They will clean the qabr, they will clean the grave, and if there is anything, they will keep it as it is, and they will just bury it enough not to be seen. Then they will put new body in it, and it goes again like this. So it can the whole cemetery can be used again for next 15 years. Now coming back to the story, Sheikh Abbas says that I have workers comes twice, thrice a week to clean the graves. But now here's the issue. They come at Fajr time. After praying Fajr, they will come. And some people praying Fajr and know that there are some workers digging the graves, so they just come and they stay and look. And sometimes they look, sometimes they get closer and then closer. And these workers now, they have certain job. They don't want other people to interrupt them. So these workers went to Sheikh Abbas. They said, yeah, Sheikh, these people keep coming. Sometimes they look inside. Sometimes they get more, curious to see what's going on. Sometimes into the extent that if they see something for them, it is interested, they will think that, oh, he is a good person, he is a wali, he is something. They will take the sand. Now, this is altogether a different story. Now they are getting into shirk by taking the sand, taking the barakah or whatsoever for them. So Sheikh Abbas said to these workers, please come after Dhuhr. I want you to work after Dhuhr. So they came after Dhuhr and they start working. Then they realized that Dhuhr is the most peak time when the sun is above your head and they cannot work. And one of the workers says, yeah, Sheikh, you are outside the qabr, you are outside the grave, we are the one inside and we are the one digging, and it is very difficult for us to even breathe, it's so hot. So the Sheikh says, just make sabr and have patience, Allah Almighty will reward you, just to avoid the other things that the people will come and they will look at you and they will look what's inside the qabr, or maybe they will take some traces of the sand, thinking that there is barakah in it, and this is all shirk, and this is not in Islam. So please do it at Dhuhr, Allah Almighty will reward you. Now this is the situation going on. So it happens more than 2 times that the people went and they says, yeah, Sheikh, we open the grave so and so with numbers, and we will make a new bodies in it for the upcoming days and whatsoever. So they have numbers and everything systematic. For 2 times, it means 2 years, they said that the grave number so and so, we didn't do anything. We opened the qabr, we found the body as it is. We saw the kafan not even ripped. Normally it is after a few months, maximum in 1 year, it is gone. The worms eat everything. So the Sheikh, he says, after 2 times, I didn't believe. I said, when you will come next year, tell me about this specific grave, I will go and see by myself. They came after 1 year to clean all these graves one by one or line by line, row by row. And they called Sheikh before even digging the grave. The Sheikh stayed there looking, and they are digging the grave. And what they found? They found the body as it is. After 11 years, that specific lane or that specific row of the bodies, it was buried more than 11 years ago. So the Sheikh was astonished by seeing this, was completely amazed by seeing that. The body was as it is. They touched the body is still like, as it's a new body. Means like the flesh is still there. And the kafan was head to toe straight. Just a little bit dirt on it because of the sand, but not even torn from any side. We will put a real picture that was taken by Sheikh Abbas, so you will see that this was the body is exactly. He came back and he looked into the qabr, and because by the number all the details is available with Sheikh Abbas, he opened the old files and he checked, and after knowing the person and his family, he went and he checked about this person, that what he used to do. So what he found? He was among those who memorized the Quran. He was among those who used to recite the Quran. He was among those who used to give salah priority on time, no delaying in the masjid, no a single time that he was late in his salah. So, and this is how the ulama says, حافظ على الصلاة فالله حافظه. That he preserved the salah, so Allah preserved him because he preserved the salah. حافظ القرآن فالله حفظه. He preserved the Quran in his heart, in his chest, so Allah Almighty preserved him in the qabr. Allahu Akbar. So this is something that we have to ponder and look into. Ya Allah, after 11 years, nothing happened. In general, after 3 months, what will happen to the body, you cannot even imagine. We will talk about, inshallah ta'ala, what will happen to the body in the qabr after 2-3 months. But for now, we have to ponder and get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by doing the best of the best in order to be loved by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Either it's sadaqah, either it's fasting, either it's Quran, either it's your nafil, extra prayers. Whatever you can do, do. You never know which good deed will take you to the Jannah. I ask Allah Almighty to bless us all, and ask Allah Almighty to make us among those who are pondering upon these stories and getting closer to Allah Almighty. And we ask Allah Almighty to make us die upon La ilaha illallah, so we will be resurrected upon La ilaha illallah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Inshallah ta'ala, we will continue next time. Until then, take care of yourself and your family members. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Are you sick of haram content popping up on YouTube and social media? Well, we have a solution. Check out the One Islam TV app, featuring music-free Islamic content. Check it out by downloading from these platforms, or visit www.oneislam.tv.